Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of the Blackbird Grimoire. Welcome to the daily forecast for Friday, May 10th, 2024. Good morning to you. Happy Venus's Day. We have a waxing crescent moon. We are in the Taurus season, the Celtic tree month of Willow, Beaver season, and Pluto retrograde. Now, for today's astrology, the sun is in Taurus, fixed earth, representing practicality. The moon begins the day in first quarter Gemini, a mutable air sign representing adaptability. Then at 8:49 p.m. Central Time, it does go void of course. And then at 10:13 p.m. Central Time, it will enter first quarter Cancer, a cardinal water sign representing sensitivity. Mercury is in Aries, cardinal fire, representing alertness. Venus is in Taurus, fixed earth, representing artistry. Mars is in Aries, cardinal fire, representing initiative. Jupiter is in Taurus, fixed earth, representing practicality. Saturn is in Pisces, mutable water, representing imagination. Uranus is in Taurus, fixed earth, representing renovation. Neptune is in Pisces, mutable water, representing imagination. Pluto is retrograding in Aquarius, fixed air, meaning that we need to examine our intentions and deal with our Pluto retrograde mantra: reflect, heal, evolve. So, but we are in a waxing crescent moon, which means it is time to plan, to brainstorm, and to create. And then with the Cancer moon, remember to do process your emotions, do be nurturing, and do stock up that pantry. Don't be too public right now. Don't do with objective tasks if you can avoid it right now. And don't give into any kind of overindulgence. Now, it is the day of Venus, and the Cancer moon is heightening emotions. And Venus in Taurus does lean into the aesthetics of things. So it's time to embrace a romance, especially if you can, set a beautiful setting for it. And of course, what is considered romantic, that does vary from couple to couple and from person to person. But try to indulge in the sense of romance, enjoy the fairy tale of love. We have enough harsh realities to deal with. Focusing then on this aspect of your life, it can help rejuvenate your spirit and, of course, strengthen your bond with your loved one. For today's tarot, we have the World, representing the completed journey, enjoying success, having finished projects, resting before the next chapter, and just generally feeling accomplished. So where are you getting your sense of accomplishment from today? Because whatever that source is, make the most of it, use it to rejuvenate, to recharge, because as you do that, that is creating the energy that you're going to need going forward into the next chapter or into the next project or into the next task, whatever that happens to be. So make the most of this, and also kind of contemplate on what you have learned from things up until this point, especially if you are reaching a milestone in a major project you've been working on for a while. What have you taken away from all this? What have you learned? How are you different from where you were at the beginning? That could be quite insightful, and that could also help you navigate going forward. Today's Celtic triad reads: there are three kinds of people: the average person who does good for good and evil for evil, the good person who does good for evil, and the evildoer who does evil for good. So, average people essentially are reflections of their surroundings. Whatever it is, they are, and it doesn't really go any deeper than that. And I suppose in a way it is balanced because, they aren't doing anything that is out of the moment, but again, they are just average. They aren't really moving the needle in either direction. Then you have the good people who are those who are productive, and they are actively putting virtue into the world. There's an acknowledgement of evil. There's an acknowledgement that things don't always go well, but they're saying, you know what? I am going to do something good in spite of that. I am not ruled by the evil. It is not the boss of me. It is not in charge of me. I want to see something good, and so I'm going to focus my energies on making that happen. And then you have evil people, who are those who seek to destroy and to corrupt for its own sake. They see there's nothing bad here. Well, it's all just bad, and even the good is just really a false representation. It's actually bad if you just look close enough. And I'm just going to make things bad because that's all that really actually exists. And I guess that's a little bit more energy. They're not passive in any way, but it's also what a nasty way to go through life and what a terrible thing to do. It's like I see everything around me, I'm just going to burn it down more. And it's not a good thing. So this is really representing a challenge for us. What kind of person do we really want to be? Hopefully no one wants to be evil. But can you get beyond being just average? Are you going to be someone who say, what, I'm going to be good. I am going to be creative. I'm going to be productive. I'm going to do something that is worthwhile. And that's what I'm going to fight for. And that's what I'm going to try to bring about. And let the evil do what it may. This is what I've decided to do. So go do your worst. I'm going to go do my best. This is could be a real cause for reflection upon us and the kind of influences we are allowing in our lives. Today's magical intention is fidelity. For that, we have the color pink. The plant is the fairy wand, which just looks so cool. I need to find some to put into my garden. Then for the animal, we have the dog, and the crystal is the rhodochrosite. So, in a culture that is very much consumed with moving on and betrayals, do you think that it takes a special courage to actually be faithful and to work through difficulties with someone? And, that's, yeah, again, we're getting real personal in today's forecast. We're going deep with a lot of these things. For today's pagan practice, honor a deity who that is associated with marriage, and as you can tell, I have a representation of a Hera or Juno. You can tell with the peacock feathers, very strongly associated with those, and of course, someone who presides over marriage, despite her own marriage being oftentimes in tatters. But on a positive note, make your spouse's favorite dessert if you can, or just do something nice for them. Organize your family photos or records, maybe read some love poetry, and study flowers linked with romance. And here's a hint, it is more than just roses. Now, for today's journal, make a list of songs and instrumental music that you deem suitable for a pagan wedding recession. So, after the ceremony is done, after you're exiting the ritual space, and the happy couple are greeting their guests and saying hello, and before you move on to the reception, what kind of music do you think would really suit that moment and its feeling? And I found a picture. I think that's someone associated with Omnia, if I remember correctly. And that is what I have for you today. Come back tomorrow, of course, for the next daily forecast. In the meantime, let me know what you thought of this one in the comment section below, or send me an email at brigantiablackbird@protonmail.com, and we can have a chat there. But that'll do it for now, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.